Tony Hawk's speedrunning has definitely changed a lot over the years in all conceivable areas. Improved routes, new strats, a more centralized and bigger community, wider spread of runs, and ever-changing perception on the games in the respective categories. Some history was left to be, well, history. Old runs were either archived onto sites like YouTube, deleted and left to the past, while some weren't recorded at all. And with Speedrun.com not yet created, many had to undergo quality tests and other obstacles from websites like Speed Demos Archive to have their runs published to the masses, while others opted to contribute to a community-made leaderboard in the form of a Google spreadsheet. Not to mention, not as much thought was even given to what is now the most popular Tony Hawk speed game, THUG1. Among all the speedrunners trudging their way up the mostly console-dominated THUG1 leaderboard stood a lone PC runner at the top, Pyatters. While there existed another competitor on the same platform in Chrono, there is no existing footage online of any of Chrono's THUG1 runs despite him holding captivity over the beginner category for the latter part of 2012. Regardless of this, Pyatters would overtake Chrono with a 42:39 on June 18, 2013. While not another world record time, he would return to the category in 2015 with a 41:32, overtaking the Packles run at the time, and another return came in 2016 where the Dutch speedrunner would get a 38:21. Pyatters would also publish the first recorded Sick No Warp speedrun the same month as his beginner any percent world record time of a 108:54. Despite still attaining the peak of both of these categories, Pyatters dedicated most of his time to normal no warp any percent, the most populated and valued category at the time, tearing through the milestones from a 53-minute entry all the way down to a 48:53. Only a few months after this run, THUG1's speedrunning's semi-vanilla nature would change forever. Although known about by various veteran Tony Hawk players for over a decade and even other speedrunners for multiple years, certain game-changing glitches like butt slapping were never incorporated into any THUG1 speedruns until the likes of George publicly streamed a trial run-through of a THUG1 speedrun containing various butt slap strategies that saved chunks of time to an impressionable Canadian speedrunner. With the help of George's knowledge of tricks like Hotel Butt Slap and the experimental habits of Pyatters and Silent Laws, the meta started to shift. This, in combination with the discovery of a particular glitch known as Eric Skip on January 2nd, 2015, would change everything.
No! Oh, what? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! What the fuck? I skipped the second part! No fucking way. Dude, this skip is real.
After retaliating against Silent Law's normal no-warp time with a 47:48, the Netherlands-born Thug legend would post his last foray into the category, a run cutting over a minute off his previous best, 46:16, before retiring from the category on top. Pyatters' THUG2 tenure is a little bit more bizarre. October 2013 would see him topple Bands Cooks with an 11:34 for world record status of Easy any percent. His last notable run of Easy would happen almost a year later with one of the first few sub-9 minute times during that period, before putting holds on running the category. This would not be the only story category Pyatters would compete in, however, as he would contribute 17-minute and 16-minute normal any percent runs, each within a few days of each other. While it is said that proven THUG2 heavyweight Chrono had an unrecorded 13:53, Pyatters had the next best published and validated time. Depending on your perspective, either Pyatters or Chrono could have been considered the rightful world record holder. In spite of this, Pyatters is the only person to hold both world records for the beginner categories for the Underground games. King of the Underground? I think so. Pyatters would also take a crack at classic all goals, grinding it down throughout January 2015, initially starting with a 36:19, dropping his time all the way down to a 31:25. Closer to the end of the month, he would obtain two subsequent PBs of 29:10 and 25:35. While initially verified, it was later discovered that both runs had one goal left uncompleted, both of which in Scotopia, rolling him back to his last valid run of 31:25. While it is an unfortunate series of events, the two aforementioned runs show Pyatters' true potential. This would be his last time running THUG2 Classic All Goals.
Oh no. I need to hold my combo though. Oh, fuck me.
While Pyatters managed a 6th place spot in THPS4 after taking down rising contender Shockwave, Pyatters wouldn't push much further, but rather make repeated returns to Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. While he grew tired of THUG2's classic all goals, Pyatters had urged to conquer THAW's category of the same name by sinking Muffin with a 7:10 on April 5th, 2015. Not quite done with the category, Pyatters found new life with another Muffin Bop and world record of 6:38. A 2-second PB would arise just 3 days later. Much like normal no warp, Pyatters seemed to care particularly about THAW Easy any percent. With cooperation from Anorexic Dad 420, they laid the groundwork for THAW's story route during the early quarter of 2014. Although as Pyatters it would ultimately lead with a 5836 and eventually leave with a 5708 before a several-year hiatus from the game. Pyatters would return to the category in May of 2016, firing back at previous world record holder the Packle with a 5435 under the new timing. This run was only 34 seconds behind the new THAW champion Waves, proving Pyatters can still hang if he invests the time in making a comeback to a category. Pyatters is a generous guy, true innovator, and a heavy hitter of a speedrunner. He never shied away from sharing strats with others and making tutorials to help other players. A quality most speedrunners need is an unbreakable mindset or a keen ability to deal with problematic in-game events. Pyatters embodies these qualities. He has a carefree and chill attitude, never taking too many things seriously but rather laugh it off. A prime example is a freak run Pyatters was on in THUG1 that would ultimately lead to the discovery of the infamous Eric skip. This run would have been a new world record with a minus 40-second split after Moscow. However, Pyatters encountered a run-ending softlock known as softlock Sean. This softlock renders any ability to talk to a pedestrian or even use the in-game menu impossible. While most would be devastated at a situation such as this, Pyatters handled it with minimal distress and mostly shrugged it off. Unfortunately, Pyatters doesn't stream very much anymore, but he's been shredding it up in Desa lately, a game with the THPS4 engine. But you never know. Another Tony Hawk return could be just around the corner.